Warning.
This is not your safe space. Move along.
Now.
Just spoke to a neighbor, actually, who was just standing there, who said she heard about 7 gunshots.
I drove past and I seen the police out here. I drove the opposite way because I didn't want to be in the be nosy and
Operation
stuff like that.
Halfback, an undercover fraud operation that spanned more than half a decade, results in dozens of
Police
arrests.
arrested Terrence Whitmire in connection to the death of 18-year-old Latifah
DeKalb County
Hudnall.
police say this man is on the run. He is 30-year-old Keytron Foots, who is accused of murdering his
State
girlfriend.
troopers swarmed 2 New England neighborhoods today to help local police track down suspects in 2
People are
cases.
selling or stealing money from hardworking taxpayers right here in our community, and they are abusing a program that is meant to help
You
people.
gotta be close to your loved ones and be there for them anytime because you never know when they're gonna be gone. You never know when they're gonna be gone. You never know when they're gonna be gone. You never know when they're gonna be gone.
Damn!
Now YouTube censored. Now YouTube censored.
I'm mad as hell right now. Yes, I am.
Viewer discretion is advised. Mama Black.
This program contains language and sequences some viewers may find disturbing.
They say more than $100,000 worth of drugs are off the streets tonight after a major drug bust in Pittsburgh. Parrish Thornhill, Eric Williams, and Danielle Sneed were taken into custody during a raid. Police searched a home on Fountain Street in Fineview last night. Inside, police found narcotics, weapons, and ammunition. Check this out. Here's a look at what was inside the house. Investigators posted this picture online of the items that were seized from the house.
Operation Halfback, an undercover fraud operation that spanned more than half a decade, results in dozens of arrests, and more could potentially come.
These people are selling or stealing money from hardworking taxpayers right here in our community, and they are abusing a program that is meant to help people.
Sheriff Mike Williams announced the sting just a few hours ago.
Investigators went after people who were suspected of illegally selling food stamp benefits for cash. Police uncovered 390 such transactions between February and July 2017. They made 198 arrests, and there were 161 warrants still waiting to be issued. News 4 Jax reporter Chris Parento is joining us live with this citywide crime alert. Chris?
Tom, Sheriff Mike Williams says this crackdown resulted in a loss, or this scam, I should say, resulted in a loss of $3.7 million. He says that's money that could have gone elsewhere to help people in need, but it's also money that went to fund other crimes in our city, most likely. Sheriff Williams says that the crackdown started years ago, and there were mobile produce, seafood, and meat businesses who would offer 50 cents for every dollar of SNAP benefits. The people who had the cards would give the PIN number to the buyer so they could deposit that money into the accounts while giving half of it back. In at least one transaction with an undercover detective, instead of cash, powdered cocaine was traded for the SNAP benefits.
And that money, that's something important to remember about that money. So that money fuels the criminal enterprises here in our community. So it's not only is it a loss of hard-earned taxpayer dollars that obviously should be used in a program to help people who need it, but now it's being diverted to the illegal markets, and it's used in the drug trade and the trafficking of guns and all of that.
Sheriff Williams says there are still more arrests to come from this investigation. He also said that in just the last 6 months, there were nearly 400 fraudulent transactions that took place with undercover detectives. We'll have much more on that coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. Live tonight, I'm Chris Parento, Channel 4, the local station.
I just spoke to a neighbor, actually, who was just standing there, who said she heard about 7 gunshots.
DeKalb County police say this man is on the run. He is 30-year-old Ketron Foots, who is accused of murdering his girlfriend. Foots is described as being 5'11" and 150 pounds, considered armed and extremely dangerous.
And she was on that road to making a better life for herself and her children.
The victim, 35-year-old Sharika Bowman, who police say was sitting in her SUV in the driveway when Foots approached her with a gun and fired multiple gunshots into the car. Bowman's godmother spoke about Sharika, who was a mother, but asked her privacy be respected after Bowman's life was cut short.
Just being herself, being nice, being kind, doing whatever she could for you, bringing the kids around.
The family still in shock and police still on the hunt.
I can say as a mother knows, and her mother knew something, and we just hope to find out the truth.
State troopers swarmed 2 New England neighborhoods today to help local police track down suspects in 2 theft cases. Tonight in Walpole, police are still looking for 2 men after a home break-in. The state police helicopter was overhead as officers went door to door in the neighborhood around Center Lane and Stone Street. Chief John Carmichael also shared a surveillance picture of one of the men in hopes someone can ID him. No word yet on whether police have made any arrests.
Tonight we're getting our first look at the woman accused of shooting someone at a club early this morning. Police say a 25-year-old Khadijah Gooseby and another female got into a fight inside Club Crystal. That's near Noda. Police say that's when Gooseby went to her car, got a gun, and shot at the other woman as she walked into the parking lot. However, instead of hitting her, another woman who was standing in line to get into the club, she was hit by a stray round. She is expected, however, to be okay. Gooseby is now facing several charges.
Just into the newsroom, Richmond police say a young woman is dead and a 17-year-old is in jail charged with shooting her. Police arrested Terrence Whitmire in connection to the death of 18-year-old Latifah Hudnall. She was found dead outside of a grocery store on Richmond's east side last night. Our AJ Nwoko spoke with a friend of the victim who says she had a big heart.
Sabatino's looks like your average grocery store now, but late Saturday night was a crime scene.
I drove past and I seen the police out here. I drove the opposite way because I ain't want to be nosy and stuff like that.
Raekwon Andrews was on his way home when he drove past the scene. He only had one thought on his mind.
I lost a few people around this area not too long ago, so I'm like, man, I hope it's nobody I don't know.
Sadly, it was.
She go by Tifa. I know her by Tifa.
Andrew said Latifah Hudnall, or Tifa, as she's known by her peers, went to Henrico High School. And even though he didn't know her too well, it was her reputation that preceded her.
He was always laughing, joking, playing around and stuff like that. She did everybody makeup. She did all the girls' makeup. That's how basically everybody knew her. She was really good at that. Everybody went to her.
Shortly after 10:30 p.m. on Saturday, police received a call for a person shot outside of a business in the 4900 block of Government Road. When officers arrived, they found Hudnall on the ground, suffering from a gunshot wound. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Police have arrested 17-year-old Terrence Whitmire in connection with the shooting. He's facing several charges, including involuntary manslaughter.
I don't know why this happened to her.
As Raekwon tries to wrap his mind around losing yet another friend, he holds on to one important life lesson.
You gotta be close to your loved ones and be there for them anytime because you never know when they're gonna be gone.
And a jury convicted a Lancaster man today of attempted murder for slashing his infant daughter's face while kidnapping the girl. 37-year-old David Sleets represented himself at trial. Investigators say in November of 2014, he kidnapped the 5-week-old from a home on East Frederick Street as the child's mother slept. Sleets then put the infant in a trash bag in a backpack and then slashed the child's face and neck. The mother chased Sleets, who then threw the child and the bag under a parked car. Now, the girl has recovered, but she does have permanent scarring.
On the news tonight, a Winston-Salem man faces child abuse charges accused of physically abusing an infant.
Janae Lewis joins us live now tonight with details on this gruesome story. Janae, good evening.
Well, I had a chance to look at the court documents which state this abuse happened between March 5th and last Saturday. That's when police were able to make an arrest. They arrested 27-year-old William Wade Roseboro. He's charged with felony child abuse with serious injuries and assault in the presence of a minor. The arrest warrant states Roseboro smacked and punched a 2-month-old, causing injuries to the baby's left eye, upper lip, and ear. Court documents show Roseboro is related to that 2-month-old, but it didn't elaborate on exactly how. And they say that this incident happened in front of a 5-year-old. Roseboro remains in jail on a $75,000 bond. Court documents show that he will be in court on April 12th. Reporting live in Winston-Salem, I'm Janae Lewis, WXII 12 News.
stand up.
Who else is coming out here?
Everybody else is here.
Huh?
Everybody else is here.
I'm not going to bed. Are you crazy?
Yes, I am crazy.
Yeah, right. Bye.
And as always, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. Also follow us on the usual media for more interesting information like this.
Channel moderators are Jer Shax and Michael Thomas. Thanks for your diligence and dedication.
Fight their asses.